Green, me, was bored and is into Pokemon at the time, wants to play something else than what he has in his arsenal of games. Here's about some hacked Pokemon games like Pokemon Shiny Gold and Pokemon Quartz version. Shiny Gold being a complete remake of Gold, Silver and Crystal, and Quartz having a whole new Pokedex full of Pokemon never before seen. Mainly because they don't actually exist. I decided to get Quartz as it is different to any other game. Seeing it now, I realize how many flaws this game has. Not only is the game clearly a base edit of the original Ruby version, but it has Pokemon with way higher levels than there should be way too early in the game. And there are typos everywhere. But the creator is Spanish, so I can forgive him. Oh, and it also has Master Balls lying everywhere, except for the first town. But more into that later. One thing that really bothered me is that the Pokemon's cries are unedited. And so therefore you can tell which Pokemon are what, even though they're completely different ones, which really bothered me. You know what's the worst part is that due to this, you can realize that there are legendaries from the original game everywhere. Like, in the first route, you find freaking Celebies and Rayquazas in the grass at level 2. Yeah. Now, remember what I said there as I go into something completely different. I'm playing the game, and what's the first Pokemon I see in the grass? Something. But it has the cry of a Celebi, so... it's level 27, but that's a bit too high for the usual point in the game right now. You're probably saying, whatever, that's normal in this game, what's so special about it? Well, the Pokemon was a fucking shiny. Yeah, that's not the worst part though. Seeing it was the first Pokemon I saw, and it was ridiculously high leveled, and it was a legendary, and it was shiny, well, it had the cry of a legendary, whatever, I suggested that it was hard-coded into the game, seeing as it might have been part of the story later on. But just in case it wasn't hard-coded, I got one screenshot of it just in case I was wrong. Later on, after playing the game for maybe 10 minutes, I realized, no, that was a fucking shiny. That was a 1 out of 8,192 shiny. What's worse is that the only proof that I have is the one screenshot, so therefore absolutely nobody is going to believe me. Damn!